Hey everybody, welcome back to the warbossfitz channel. Today it is hot as balls here in Michigan. So we got a window fan, we got the big door open. There's got to be some road noise, but we still persevere. And today we are playing with the Wood Elves. So in this army today we have the Beetle boys. These are all the beetle infested models of the Wood Elves. We have 2 units of Eternal Revenants armed with bows and led by Eternal Elders that all have the hero bows and scythes. There are also caster 3. We have 1 unit of melee Eternal Revenants, 2 scythes in the squad led by a Eternal Elder with another scythe as well. We gave them Wild Hunt for ambush, and they are also flying. They're supposed to have wings. I forgot they were supposed to have wings when I went to go print them. 3 Eternal Hunters armed with bows, 2 Eternal Guardians, and a giant beetle that is going to be spawning a squad of spawned beetles. So that is our army of beetle boys. We are green beetles on green for the Wood Elves. We got lots of woods on the table to take advantage of the Strider and the Malice rule that they come equipped with should do them pretty good, because let's see who they are fighting against. Today their opponents are the Mummified Undead that we had a couple weeks ago. We have a Royal Champion with 20 warriors. They have the Royal Guard trait, so all those warriors are quality 3. We have 10 archers behind them, 2 squads of 3 Guardian statues with regeneration, 10 ranged horsemen, 2 giants, and a god statue. Let's take a look at the board. So here's our board. We got lots of woods. We got lots of difficult terrain on the board. It might be a little bit of a slog for the Mummified Undead, but everything over here has Strider. How many objectives are we going to have on the board? There are going to be 5 objectives on the board. Woo! So before we get to that, Uncle C is going to roll a dice to see who he is playing as. High is going to be the Mummified Undead. Low is going to be the Beetle Boys. What do you got? Mummified Undead. I forgot what I said. So that I will be playing the Beetles, and we got a 1 to go first, and a 6. Oh, that's a great way to start. All right, we're going to go ahead and put the objectives, and then we are going to deploy, and we will be right back. All right, we are all set up. We have 1 on the other side of that woods, 2, 3, 4, 5 objectives for the Mummified Undead. We got the archers over there, a unit of the statues, giants, god, and the big group of warriors in the middle. We have the horsemen who have scouted up, and then we have statues and another giant over there. For the Wood Elves, these guys are in ambush. We got a unit of shooting dudes. We got one of our giants, the big beetle with the little beetles inside. We have our guardians, another unit of shooters, and then a giant over there. So, mummies have made the roll to go first. On to turn number 1. We got our horsemen moving on to the objective. And then they are going to fire upon this unit of revenants out here. So we got 10 shots on 5. And 2, 3 hits. All right. Saving on a 5. Ooh, I lose 2 already, so what? So now it is time for the Wood Elves' first activation, and he so kindly brought these so close. We are going to have the giant beetle, bum, 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 slam, right into the side of him. So big beetle time. We have 2 attacks at AP 2, damage 3 for 1 hit. And then we have 4 attacks at AP 1 on a 4 for 2 more hits for a total of 3. Looking for 6. We got 1 pass, so that's going to be 2 horsemen down. 8 attacks back on 5. So we got 2 hits. Saving on 3. It's going to be good. So now, morale test for the horsies. And they are going to pass. So the beetle just backs up an inch. Next activation is the giant to there, and then he is a caster. You gonna throw any spells?
Not yet.
Not yet? Alright, so he's gonna save him. He will be at 6 power next turn. We're gonna take our first giant beetle. Put her there. Mummified undead giant to there. Oh, giant fight. Another giant beetle. Thud. The skeleton archers are moving forward. And now they are going to fire at Big Beetle. Hitting on 5. We got a plane going by, so 1, 2, 3 hits. Save you on a 3. Ooh, it takes 2. Whack, whack. Down to 4. Up on the hill here, we're going to have our revenants go forward 6. Now that we're up there, we're going to slang some spells this direction. First one we're going to do is regrowth. We're going to try to get both these squads regeneration. We're going to put all 3 points in because that's all we have. Look for 4. And it fails. Awesome. So next, all of our shots from that squad are going to go over there to the big giant. So here we go. 13 shots hitting on a 4 with rending. Ooh, oh, that's not bad. So we got 2 at AP 4 and then 5 at AP nothing. There's the rending. He takes 2 there. And then 3s. So he takes a whole whopping 2, meaning he is down to 10. So he's down to 10. And look at this. Look at the size difference between these two. He's only toughness 6, I think. Let me make sure. Toughness 12, toughness 6. Just look at the girth on this guy. You'd think that'd be reversed, but it is what it is. We got the statues, double timing it to there. Next, we are going to have this squad here that was shot at by the horsemen. They are going to fire back and also launch a spell from this guy. Ta-da! So first off, we're going to do insect attack. It is a strength 2. We're going to put all 3 into it. Looking for a 3. There it goes. So that is going to be 4 hits. Let me just move this bush. So that is going to be 3 dead horses. And then we're going to have 11 attacks from the rest of the ranged attacks on 4 with rending. So boop, 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 boop. So we got 3 at AP 4, 2 at AP nothing. There's going to be 2 more horses. And then 3 more horses. So that is going to be the whole squad. That's right. Get out of my territory. These are my woods. Now the giant's just getting his toes in that objective. Uh-oh. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our hunters. They're just going to move forward into the bush. And then, yeah, these are just movable. So that is the footprint of the woods. And then they're going to fire at that giant that... actually, no, we're going to fire at those statues over there. That looks like a better target.
You sure? They got regen.
You're right. What's the save on the statues?
4.
4 with regeneration versus 3. I have AP 1. You're 12. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Regeneration. We're going to fire at that giant there. So we are going to be looking for a 3. I still somehow rolled in the bush. So boop, 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 boop. Okay, all that there at AP 1 on the giant. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds on the giant. Okay, so you're going to be down to 8. Yeah, see, we just got to chip away at those big, beefy blocks.
Head up my mouth.
Got statues moving up. Go there.
Damn it. Anubis, work with me.
And then, because the Wood Elves are all activated, he gets to activate his warrior squad. And there they go. So at the end of turn 1, we have Mummified Undead hold that one. Wood Elves hold this one. This one here is... actually, that's Mummified Undead because the big beetle is not touching it. And then Beetle over there. And oh, I missed one. All the way over here. No one's even touched that one yet. So that is the end of turn number 1. Going on to turn number 2, I have some ambushers. Let's see where they pop up. So at the beginning of turn number 2, I've dropped our unit over there. They are 9 inches away from those statues. So I get the first turn. That's an awful lot to charge in there. They'd pretty much just be sacrificing them. Is that worth it? I don't think so. So we're going to hold off on them, at least for a little bit. Let's start somewhere else. All right, so first activation is going to be over here. We are going to be doing these shooters. They're going to be firing at the giant, and then I made sure to move them so that they are outside of 12 of the guardian statues because I am a sneaky, sneaky boy. So we got a nice dice rolling area here. It's going to be 11 shots hitting on a 4 with rending. So, quite a lot of missing in there. But we have 1 rending, and then we have 4 regular saves. Let's move this over here. There's 1. Just 1 more, so you're down to 7. God statue is going to square off against the Beetle.
And then I'm going to blast Desecration, I'm guessing, into him, which is 1 hit at AP 4, deadly 3.
Okay, so he is also going to fire Desecration over into that big Beetle over there. So looking for a... How many points you putting into it?
So 6. I have 6. It's a spell of 2. Put 3 into it.
Okay, so looking for a 3. Oh, that's cocked. And he got a 6. So it goes off. What is it? AP for deadly 3?
Yep.
All right, looking for a 6 on him. And that is not a 6. So it hits. Let's go ahead and do him first. It takes him right to half because my giants are little giants, even though we're giant giants. Morale test on him, looking for a 3. And it passes. All right. So now, do your worst against my giant beetle. 6 attacks AP 2, 4 attacks AP 1, hitting on 3. And...
Can we reroll those 2?
Yeah, reroll these 2. Well, let's count them up first. So, everything hit so far. Yay. And then 1 miss. It's on the AP 1. And he does not have malice, so that was not -1 to hit. So, the AP 1s, look for 4. We have 2 fail there. And then the AP 2s, look for 5. We have that many fail there. So, that is 7 total. So now we get to fight back. So the big beetle has 2 at AP 2 with deadly 3 and 4 at AP 1 hitting on 4. And of course my 2 big attacks miss. Just 1. 1 whole hit at AP 1. Man. And you pass. So morale test for the big beetle on 4. He fails. Guess what? The god statue has beat the beetle into submission, and the beetle runs away, taking the beetle spawn with him that they never came out. So, boom! So once again, I have terrible luck with this thing, and Uncle C turns this thing into the biggest bully on the board. So because of that happening, we're going to go ahead and have this guy charge in over here. We're going to try to get attack before we crumble and die. So we have 2 attacks at AP 1, and then we have 6 attacks at AP 1 with the rending. That'll be the white dice. Hitting on a 3. So
That was 3.
that was a 3. I'm thinking I suck so much. Okay, so we got 2 at AP 4, and then we have 4 at AP 1.
6. Nope.
Okay, there's 2 fails there.
On 4.
And then 1 more. So you take 3 total for, you're going to be down to, what, 9?
7.
7? Oh, you're already wounded? All
Yeah, I
right.
was down to 10.
Okay, you're down to 7. So then you get to fight back. You're going to be hitting me on a 5 because I have malice. Ha ha! Ooh, it actually, well, it made a little bit of a difference. So yeah, all the rest of those miss. So it's going to be 2 at AP 2 and then 1 at AP 1. So looking for a 5 and then a 4. So I lose 2. So that takes him down to 1 wound left. And then how many did I do to you?
3, but I have fear of 2.
You have fear of 2, and I only have fear of 1. So that actually means that we tie. Awesome. So this guy's going to back up an inch. That's probably better than I would have had if I got charged. Next activation, that unit of skeleton archers is going to fire at this giant on this side again, hitting on a 5. For nothing. It's a big whiff. Next activation, we had our unit of revenants with the bows move forward over here, and then they are going to pick on that giant because he's what we call a problem. First off, we're going to try to cast Harvest on him. It's going to go off on a 4, and it fails. Good job, guys. So we have 13 shots on a 4 rending. So after all that, we got 4 at AP nothing and 2 at AP 4. So that'll be 2 more, taking you to a 5. And then one more, taking you down to a 4. So morale test for you.
Call me a bully. He's just one guy.
And it passes. Taking him down to 4. And it is so hot in this garage that we are just dripping. Oh, it's terrible. So next activation, this giant, even though he is fatigued, he is going in.
Like I said off camera, it made no sense to charge anywhere else considering fatigue.
Right. Okay, here we go. 4 at AP1, 6 at AP2, on a 6 because he is fatigued. For nothing! Now I get to attack you back. I have hope. I got you down low enough. Maybe something could happen here.
You're fatigued.
Yeah, but all I need is like 2. So here we go. The 2 blacks are going to be the damage 3 attacks. The rest are rending. Ha! Oh, look at that. We got 1 at AP2 damage 3, or deadly 3, and then we have 2 rending hits.
I'm screwed.
Oh, he takes 3. He's got 1 left.
I'm dead.
And then that's a 3. He charged in and exploded on my face. Yeah, I know that sounded weird.
Pause.
Stop looking at me like that. So big Beetle boy over here through the terrain. Ha-ha! Because we got Strider. Thud. So here we go. Same thing into those statues. Looking for a 4. Oh, hey. I'm actually looking for a 3, but I didn't roll any 3. So we have 1 AP2 D3, and then 1 at AP4, and then 2 at AP1. Okay, so you got a 4-up save, so that's all of it. So you have regeneration, so go ahead and roll all that for regeneration. Uh, 3, 4. Oh, crap. So I took 1 down to 1, and then they get to fight back.
I need 12 hits.
12 dice!
4 hits each.
12 on a 3 with AP1. My Beatles. Okay. Wait, no. It's on a 4 because he has malice. Haha.
Still didn't feel good.
Still doesn't feel good. Okay, so there's 5 hits at AP1, saving on a 4. So I take 2. And that means I win combat because I have fear, even though I'm down to now currently 2 wounds. Morale test for you. Oh, they're going to fail. So that is going to be 7 dice. Undead roll. So that will be, it'll be another 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we back up an inch. Okay. It's not terrible, I guess.
Strawberry scimitar.
Haha.
Yeah.
Alright, so 12 attacks.
If you want on a 4. Oh, 3. So yeah.
Hitting on 4. Oh, yeah.
6 hits.
So 6 hits at AP1. I just need 6 4s. Nope. Blah! Dead. So next activation, because that has opened up there. 12 inches, we can have this guy
Stop it.
reach this guy.
Stop it.
And then everyone else kind of just piles in behind. So now you get to go 3 inches into me. If you want to. You don't have to. Mind games. It's all mind games. Do you want to get into the fight?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm going to have 3 guys. 2 of them have just the regular attacks, and 1 has the big bad attack. We're going to go ahead and move the camera. They're hitting on a 4. So, yep, 3 hits. 1 of them is going to be AP4, and 2 of them are going to be AP1.
5, 6, nope.
Nope. Okay, do you want to fight back?
Kind of have to, don't I?
Well, it's either that or it's a morale test.
Yeah.
Well, it's a morale test on a 3. I'm playing mind games.
You got nothing left over here to hit me, so yeah.
And if you don't fight back, then when they activate, they can pile into me. I'm fatigued, and you are not.
Stop it! Your brain hurts.
Play a 4D chess. Nope.
No.
Okay, so morale test for you, and you pass. There we go. Damn it.
You're hurting my head.
Okay, so it's your turn. What are you doing?
Well, I need you to stop sticking weird things in my brain. You want to go 3 inches into me?
Diggity.
Alright.
So instead of doing the warriors, he's going to fight back with his statues. Hitting on a 6. Nothing. Oh, see what happens when you fight fatigue, you do.
Shit. Shoot. Whatever. Shish kebab.
Fighting back on a 6. I got 2. 2 at AP1.
Oh, 5.
No, you're gonna take 1. So
Regen.
Oh yeah, regen. Nope, still. Bloop. Morale test. And you passed that. So you're good. See, mind games. I'm breaking them. All right, next up, these guys. These are going to be, well, yes, they are my last activation. They are going to fire at the giants over there. Ooh, in the background. 9 shots on 3. Ooh, quite a few missy misses. So 3 hits at AP1.
4. Yeah.
Saving on a 4. Take 1. That puts you down to 6, which is morale test time. Which you pass. All right. Now that giant is going to go up over the hill and attack him. All right. We just remember he's on 6 movements. Hitting on a 5 because of malice. So whiff. So 3 hits. That's AP 2. All right. Saving on 5. So I saved 1. How many got left? 2?
Yep.
So blip, he's gone. Oh, my giants. They're baby giants. I mean, seriously, look at the size comparison here. Look, his stick is just. So now, this is going to happen. I mind gamed him into a pretty good move.
Translation. I deciphered your bullshit.
Translation, I am good. Translation, I'm bad at math.
Well calculated plan, but damn, I'm bad at math.
So we move the camera, that's a lot of dice. It's going to be a lot of attacks, hitting on a 4 because of malice.
Blacks are AP1.
Yep. So that many hits. Uh-oh. We're only, we only save on a 5. Crap.
One of those is 6.
So 6. Nope. That's a 1. And the rest on a 5. 2 whole saves. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. So that means I got 2 and then the character left. Fighting back on a 6. For nothing. Alright, morale test for me. On a 4. They're gonna pass somehow. And that's how we ended up. Ugh. So the end of turn number 2. Again, no one is touching that one over there. Contested. This is still the Wood Elves, Mummified Undead, and Wood Elves. So, I'm not happy about that. Yeah, glass cannon, kind of. The malice, if they have a whole bunch of attacks coming in, it doesn't really matter that much. But we're going to roll with it on to turn number 3. First activation, this squad, and we're going to move that way to there. And then we're going to fire all of our stuff and spells here, and we are going to move the camera because, again, lots of dice. All right, here we go. First, we're going to throw some spells. We're going to throw Insect Attack. 2 enemy units in 12 take 4 hits. It's going to be that unit and that unit. We're just going to roll it plain on a 4 and fail. Of course.
You were 0 for 4.
Then we have Tree Stomp. We're going to do it on these guys here. It's 1 attack, AP 4, or damage 3. And that fails. Have I got any spells off? No. Okay.
0 for 4.
0 for 4. Well, that would be 0 for 5 on that one. Good God. All right, shooting time. All this on a 4. So these are rending too. So that is going to be 4 at AP 4 and 3 at AP nothing.
6.
So nothing there. So there's 4 so far.
5.
And then 1 more for a total of 5 gone. Yay. No morale test needed because there's more than enough of you left. Next, we got those shooters over there. They're going to go 6, and then they are going to fire at all these guys over here. All right. 10 shots on a 5. Yes, 4 hits. Woo! Saving on a 5. 3. So, 1, 2, 3. So next activation, we're going to have these guys fire at the God Giant on a 3. Oh, that's right. Smack you in the face. For that many, AP 1. So, 1, 2, 3. 3 wounds. Putting it down to 9. The model is the bane of my existence. Okay, the giant is going to go as far in as he can. He can go to about there. Now, slang some spells. So he's going to use Desecration. Looking for that. So it hits. 1 hit at AP 4, deadly 3. Looking for a 6 to save. Hey! At least something's working. Over here, we are going to go 6 to touch this objective. And then we're going to attempt to cast Insect Attack on that unit of archers. It's got 3 points. We're going to put all 3 into it, going off on a 3. Hey! Something worked. So it's going to be 4 hits at AP nothing. So that will be 2 down. And then everyone else is going to shoot. Hitting on a 4. Doop, 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 doop. So that will be 2 at AP nothing, 1 at AP 4. So there's 1. And then 1 more, because the other one turned out a 5. So that takes you down to 6, more than enough to need a morale test. So you're good. Statues are going to charge over there. Couldn't get everybody into the terrain. So it's going to be 12 attacks on a 4. Because of malice. It's still, Lord, that's still a lot.
AP1.
AP1. Of course it's AP1. Saving on a 6. 1. So that will be, what is this? 7. Ow.
The Strawberry Scimitar.
Yeah, Strawberry Scimitar strikes again. 1 big dude with a scythe, and then 3 other dudes hitting on a 4. 4 nothing. Congratulations. So morale test. Oh, at least we're good there. So you back up an inch. Last action for the Wood Elves. These guys are going to go to here. We're going to charge these guys in the back. So on a 4. Hey, so we got 1 at AP 1 and 1 at AP 4. Deadly 3. That'll be 1. So it's going to be 4 total for regeneration. None. So that's 1 and a part of 1, but not enough for a morale test. Okay, their next activation, they're going to pile in with the Duders. Okay, so that is what they come up with. So it's going to be 8 guys close enough to attack, plus the big commander. Yep, hitting on a 4 because Malice.
All blacks are AP1.
All right, so black is AP1. There's going to be 1. And then the rest on a 5. Oh, so 1, 2, 3. So that will be 1, and then 1, 2, 3, leaving my big guy with 2 wounds left. But he fights back on 4 or on 6. I'm fatigued and morale test. He fails. Bloop, gone. That guy's going to run to be right outside the difficult terrain, and then the giant. All right. So that's going to be the way the game, well, it's the way turn 3 stops. So here we are at the end of turn number 3. This one over here goes to the Wood Elves. Finally, we got a guy standing on it. This is Mummified Undead. Wood Elves still hold that one. Mum Undead and contested. Moving on into turn number 4, where the Wood Elves go first. First activation, these guys are going to go as deep into the difficult terrain as they could go. Saying, ha, you can't get me. Once again, we're going to try the spells. Insect Attack on 4. And then Tree Stomp on 4. Hey, that goes off, so it's 1 AP4 at your statues. 3 regenerations. Okay, you failed 2 of them, so blip. We'll take him out. Morale test for your Strawberry Kopesh. And he passes. And then we are going to shoot. We're going to shoot at Strawberry Kopesh. Hitting on a 4. I forgot what I was even hitting on, so it's going to be 3 at AP nothing.
The heat scrambled your egg like a freaking egg.
Right.
Your brain like it. Oh.
Yes, it's that hot. Heat scrambled us. 1, so you have a regeneration. No, wait, no, they're rending. No regeneration for you. Ha ha ha. You're down to 2, so morale test. Well, you already passed the morale test with him, so you don't need to. Again, it was supposed to be done at the end of the turn. I forgot that. Moving on. God statue is going to attack here. Okay, so he is going to cast into those guys. What are you casting?
I'm going to cast Vengeance, which is 1 enemy unit within 18, takes blast to 12.
Okay.
I have 6.
6 points.
It's the last turn, I'll put everything into it.
Okay, going off on a 2. And it goes off. So blasted 12, so I got 6 models there. Saving on a 5. I lose 2, but bip. Morale test for them. They're going to pass. All right. Now your attacks on the guys. You're going to be hitting on a 4 for Malice. 2 hits. Well, 2 at AP2. Okay. Saving on a 6. No. So we got one guy down to 1-1. And then are we gonna fight back? We might as well fight back. 2 attacks apiece. On a 3. We got 3 hits at AP nothing. Ha, take that, Mr. God. So he's gonna take 1 more. So 2, 1, fear of 1. All right. Morale test for these guys. They are going to pass, so we are set. So now it's my turn. These guys are going to go, run away! So over there. This giant is going to chase them. So same number of attacks. This time you're hitting on a 5. So we got, oh, good lord, there's a lot of 6s there.
At least 4 of them are at AP1.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go for the save. Huh. So save, and then fail. So we lose 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then we will fight you back on a 6. 1 hit, and you're good. Morale test again. This time they're going to fail, so they're going to be stunned. So the plan I had all along, the last second plan I had isn't going to work. this squad's turn. We're going to go ahead and use insect attack again. It's 2 squads within 12, so we're going to have that squad there, and then we're also going to be hitting that the statue. So let's see here. It's going to go off on 4. I don't know why I tried. And then tree stomp again on that statue, and it fails again because I needed a 4. Okay, magic this turn is not working out. You hush you. You don't forget, we're going to charge. Rar. Fear me. So hitting on a 4, the big guy's got the scythe. And he misses. So it's 2 attacks, or 2 hits at 8 being nothing. It'll kill off 2. Skeletons fight back. And they are all going to miss, so that is morale test for you on 5. And he passes. Damn it. So with that, we can call it right there, because where I've ducked deep in there and neither of those units can charge me. So Wood Elves have 1 at least, but then Mummified Undead. Mummified Undead because, bah, Mummified Undead. And then Contested for a score of 3-1 for the Mummified Undead. The Beatles have left the building. So that did not go very well for the Beatles.
They looked cool though.
They looked cool. Well, this is dice game stuff. Every time there was something that I needed a dice to go in my favor, like spells or certain morale tests, fail.
You
fail.
2 for 6 for
fail.
magic.
Yeah, 2 for 6 for magic. Maybe more. I'll have to go back. I'm gonna put a counter right here what I am for my magic this game, because I felt like I was bad. Even when I boosted it. That's why at the end I was like, forget boosting it. I need all the spell power I can get. So, yeah, the Mummified Undead did what Mummified Undead do. They just walk forward and smash stuff. Your giants are so much better than mine, but mine looks so much cooler.
Yeah, but I've got a skirt. And a hammer.
And a hammer. All right, well... I can see how the Beatles are a good army. Just maybe your dice are a little bit better than mine. You should be fine with that. So, what do we got going on? I'm terrible at saying this. Remember to like and subscribe and all that. Like and subscribe. Share the videos. Anyone who plays tabletop games is not into OPR. Show them the videos. Maybe we'll get them into OPR. Patreon down at the bottom. Members get access to stuff early. Our tournament that we have coming up in the 9th of August, that's full. So if you haven't signed up yet, too bad. I'll be doing some videos on that when it happens. Yeah, that's about it, guys. It's
merch shop.
Merch shop. Yeah, there's a merch shop down there. He remembers it. No one buys. No one clicks on my stuff. It's fine.
Y'all need to stop being mean. Buy a damn shirt.
You don't need to buy a shirt. Okay, let's get off before I start e-begging. I'm not e-begging. I'm fine. Damn it.
How about we go to the AC?
Yeah, we're going inside the air conditioner. My shirt weighs like a pound. This is more like a tarp at this point. Just blah.
This has been Warboss Gaming from the sauna.
Yes, we're gaming from the sauna. We might take a break next week if the weather's like this again. This is ridiculous. So, that's enough. That's enough complaining on the internet. I hope you guys had a fun time watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I hope you're having fun playing OPR wherever you are. We'll talk with you later. Bye-bye.